Good day everybody, good day. I hope you're all fine. Hello, greetings. So now today we'll be continuing with our lessons for factorization of algebraic expression. We'll be doing trinomials. So now as you can see, the word tri, it means that we'll be dealing with an equation that is what? 3 terms. Equation that is consisting of what? 3 terms. What am I talking about? We'll be talking something like ax squared plus bx plus c. C being what? Any number, constant. So now it is just a revision of what you did where in grade 9. Now we are just doing a small revision yana before you continue with the thing. So now let's go to the first one. Remember I said factorization is also a what, like it is a reversible, like you, even if you can get the answer can take you back to the original equation just to make sure that your answer is correct. Okay, so now let's start with the first common example. X squared plus 7x plus 12. You know, when you're having something like this, the first thing that you have to do, check the first term, make sure that it is the coefficient is what is 1. So as you can see, it is 1 because it is x squared. So now the second thing, you're gonna check what the last term, which is 12, and check what the factors of 12. How do you check the factors of 12? Simply say 12 divided by 2. We start with 2, right? So it is 6, meaning that I have 2 times 6 here. And then again we are going to have 12 divided by 3. It is what? 4, meaning that it is 3 times 4. That's how you do it. And then 4 times 3 is the same, so meaning that the last one is what? 6 times 2, so it is just the same there. But now that's how you find the what you call the factors of a number. Even if it's 100 divided by 2, just like that. But you won't be given that much, that number this year, but that's how you do it. So now after that, you simply check the numbers that you have here. Obviously when you're multiplying, they're giving you 12, but now we want the numbers whereby if you multiply, if they give you 6, they give you the last number, which is 12, and then if you add them, they give you the middle number, which is what? 7. Is it fine? Because now this one is the value of b. So now let's go and check our numbers. 6 times 2 obviously is 12, but 6 plus 2, it is what? When you add 6 plus 2, you get what? 8. So that one is out. But let's check 4 times 3. 4 times 3 obviously is 12, and then 4 plus 3 is what? 7. So meaning that how are you gonna write it? Pella, this is just factorization, simple factorization. So our answer is simply x plus 3, x plus 4. Okay, that's how you write it, factorization. Then number 2, example number 2 can be what? X squared plus 5x minus 36. First thing first, check your first term. So the coefficient is 1, sharp. And then now you know, use a calculator, but now I'm gonna use what you call, what I know about the thing in my head. So now I have negative 36 there, obviously. So it is gonna be what you call, I have 2 times 18, I have 3 times 12, I have 4 times 9, I have 6 times 6. Mara, remember, it is what? It's a negative. So let's just give the bigger number preference to be what? Negative. So that it can be negative 18 times 2, negative 36. So now we are going to check the numbers whereby if we multiply, if we add them, we're going to get positive 5, because already I know what, if I multiply negative 18 and this, a negative and a positive is a negative, right? So now let's start. What is negative 18 plus 2? Negative 18 plus 2, it is what? Negative 16. So this one is what? It's out. And then what is negative 12 plus 3? It is 15. This one is already out again. And then negative 6 plus 6, 0. It's out. So let's check negative 9 plus 4. Negative 9 plus 4 is what? Is negative 5. As you can see, is it fine? So you are allowed to change the sign and put it where? On negative 4. So it will be negative 4 plus 9, which will give you positive 5. It is not always, most of the time, whereby the bigger number must be negative. You are just changing around based on what you have. Because lapaya I have what? Positive 5. So meaning that negative 4 must be negative. So this one will be what? X minus 4 and then x plus 9. As you can see there. Is it fine? That's how it is. So now We are gonna continue to what, to the next example. Let's go to the last one. Let's say I have 3a squared minus 21a minus 24. So now, as you can see, check the first term. I can see that the coefficient of a, it is already greater than 1, meaning that I can do what, factor out 3, because it can be divided throughout. So let me say 3 and then x squared, a squared minus what, 7a minus 8. 24 divided by 3 is what, 8, which is negative 8. And then now we are gonna just write the very same 3 here and the two brackets. So now the same thing, check the ones for negative 8. I have 2 and 4. What is another one? 1 and 8. So now let me check. I have to get negative 7, but now I can already see, or 2 4, it is not gonna work. And then let's make 8 negative. Negative 8 plus 1 is negative 7, as you can see there. And then if you say negative 1 plus 80, it's positive 7. So negative 1, no, 1 cannot be negative, it has to be positive. So it means for Lana we will have a plus 1, a minus 8. That's how it is, because I told you, even if you multiply this one, it's gonna give you the very same thing there and take you back. Is it fine? That's how it is with the first part of the things that we just did here. I hope you understand. So now in this thing, the first part, we were just doing simple factorization, grade 9 revision. So the first one, we have just had to make sure that the value of a is positive, and it is what, the coefficient is 1. So we simply wrote the answer like this, because we simply wanted numbers whereby if you multiply or add, they give you positive 7. So now that's how it is with the first one. So as you can see, this one, I saw that if I say negative 4 plus 9, I get what, positive 5. That's why my 4 is negative. Let's go to the second one. Now we are gonna go to what, doing what, advanced. So let me just write advanced what you call factorization. This is factorizing more advanced quadratic trinomials. But now in this thing, I will start doing what, I can even say what, grouping. I wanna teach you the method of grouping. So, but before I continue with that, let me just start with what, with some easy equations before I go to the ones that are big. Okay, so now this one is what, factorization by grouping pairs. So when you're talking about grouping this, when you have more than 3 terms, which is what, 4 terms, what am I talking about? I can have ax plus 3a plus 2x plus 6. Is it fine? So now in this one, when you can see that you have more than 3 times here, this is what you do. Let me show you with another pen here. So now this is what you do. You simply say, like, you can cut into 2 halves, and then now focus on this portion only, and then now check. You can now check what is common. What is common here? I can see that a is common, then factor it out. Then here I'm left with x, then I'm left with what, 3. Remember the first video, I told you that when you factor out, it is the same as dividing. Then you go to the next one. What is common here? Now if you want to check what is common, having a bigger number and a smaller number, you simply take the bigger number and divide it by a smaller number. 6 divided by 2 is 3, meaning that here positive 3 is what, common. Then here you're gonna be left with what, wait. See, let me check. 6 divided by 2, I get what, 3. So meaning that the one that is common is what, 2. 2 can be factored out. Is it fine? Yeah, I just made a mistake there. 2 can be factored out, and then here it will be x plus 3. I wanted the number, but I said 6 divided by 2. The reason I'm saying 2 is common, because 2 can be into 6 3 times. So now how do you now write them in a way that we wrote it there, whereby you had 2 brackets? Then this is my answer there. We are gonna take the first one, the ones that are outside the bracket. So it's gonna be a plus 2, and then after, as you can see, the ones in the bracket are the same. Okay, you must make sure that the things in the brackets are the same. So x plus 3. Is it fine? Then that is your answer there about grouping. Let's go to the second one. The second one now, it is just advanced nyana, but you will be fine. 2x squared plus 4xy minus 3xy minus 6y squared. Remember, how many terms do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms. Then you separate this one to that one, this one to this side. Focus on this one. Between 4 and 2. Now let's check the numbers. I said when you are factorizing, checking what's common, you start with the number and then you follow with the what you call with the variable. So now you check the number 2 and 4. Okay, so I can already see that 2 is common. And then is a variable of x common? Yes, this one here is here and also here that side. But is there a y here? So no, there is no y, meaning that this side I am simply left it what with x, because 2x squared, it is the same as 2x and 2x. Then you cancel and then you're gonna be left it what with x. Is it fine? Because it is the same as 2 times x. Then this one and this one, they're gonna cancel. Then this side I'm gonna be left it what with 2y. Is it fine? And then now this side you check 3 and 6. But since 3 and 6 are just, natural numbers that you always use, I can now see that negative 3y is what? Common. Because now in this side there is no x. So now it's negative 3y. Then you're gonna say what? I'm left with x here, and then x plus what? 6. X plus 2y. Is it fine? As you can see, the things in the brackets, the numbers and the variables inside the bracket are the same. So now my answer is gonna be, you take the number and the variable outside the bracket. So I have 2x minus 3y, and then what do I have? X plus 2y. Is it fine? Now that's how it is. Let's go to the other one now, but this one is more advanced now. It is a quadratic equation, but it is what? Advanced. Let's start with this one. Let's say I have 21x squared plus 25x minus 4. As you can see now, the coefficient of this equation is greater than 1. It's simply 21. So what do you do when you are having such number there? What do you do when you're having a number which is greater than 1? And as you can see, it is something like 21. So now what you have to do, you are simply going to multiply on like 21 times negative 4, which is equals to 21 times negative 4, 80, 4. So you're going to get negative 84. So basically what you have there on the last one is what? Negative 84. But do not rush to write it there. Is it fine? So now what is going to happen is that you are simply going to use the very same method I gave you. Or you're going to say 84 divided by 2, 84 divided by blah, 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 blah. So now let me write this here so that you can understand the whole procedure. Okay, so now I have 21x squared plus 25x minus 4. So the first thing first, I said you write 21 times negative 4. So I get negative 84. But now since we have a issue of the negative, let's simply ignore it for now. So here I have 2 times 42, 3 times 28, 4 times 21, 6 times 14, 7 times 12. The other ones are just going to repeat themselves. Now let's start. Now we are going to consider what? 25x. We are simply going to check the numbers whereby if we add them, we are going to get what? 25. But already I can see that the first one is already out because it's 42. Even if it's negative 42 plus 2, you cannot get 25. Let me start out there. I can see that 23 and 3 and 28, they are related to 25. So meaning that this one is out. Negative 12 plus 7 cannot be 28. Negative 6 or negative 4 plus what cannot be 25. 21 and 4. Now the issue now is that they are not positive. It's negative 21 plus 4. So now it's gonna be what? Negative 17. So this one is out. Let's check this one. 3 times 28. Now let me say negative 28 plus 3. What am I getting? Negative 25. Can you see it? Meaning that the number that must be negative must be 3. So negative 3 plus 28, sorry, is what? Positive 25. So meaning that here we are going to do it by grouping. So 21x squared minus 3x plus 28x minus 4. Basically, negative 3x plus 28, they are representing 25 in in another words. Like negative 23 plus 28x, obviously they give us 25x. Okay, so now basically that's what we had before. Now it is what? Grouping. Let's start here. 3 and 21, I can see that already 3 is common. And then let's check the variable. There is also x here, meaning that 3x is common here. Then what is 21 divided by 3? It is 7. X squared divided by x, it is x. Then negative 3x divided by 3, it is 1. Yeah, but that's how it is, guys. If you check the first video about highest common factor, you're going to understand what I'm doing here. And then you check the second one now. What am I going to have? 4 and 28. So let me check. 28 divided by 4, it is 7. Obviously they have to be the same inside the bracket. So now I'm gonna have what? Let me say positive 4, and then it's gonna be what? 7x minus 1. Can you see it? So now you know the story. We are taking the ones which are outside. So 3x plus 4, and then the answer 7x minus 1. Can you see it, guys? That's how it is with this question of factorization by grouping. I hope you understood each and everything. The number, the terms inside the bracket must be the same, and then you simply take the term inside the bracket in between the before the brackets. Okay, that's how it is, guys, with the what you call factorization of trinomials. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. We are gonna do the ones for cubes now soon. Thank you.